permanent. And for that condition to change, you need unwavering tenacity. And so, graduates, as you begin your And after surviving that risk, I please upgrade your skills and don't settle. Worked in a bank. But before long, and no right answer. And so graduates the end of your education. Rather, be adaptable. And lastly, to it is limited. Whatever opportunity that
Prof. Joseph Matun as one of its strategic that the guns in the Pan-African University Council and 9 Nigeria. The one in South Africa. (956) have graduated from 4 of its operating institutes, based one here in Kenya, another in Algeria, one in Cameroon, and another in Nigeria. The one in South Africa is still to operate. These 1,956 graduates come from more than 50 African member states. Mr. Chancellor, sir, and Your Excellency, at PAUSTI, the 9th graduation ceremony we are conducting today comprises 21 PhDs and 39 masters from 20 African member states. This brings us to a total cumulative number of 561 graduates that have been produced from Pan-African University, PAUSTI, hosted by Jkuat. What is unique about the Pan-African University is that all students are admitted and registered on the basis of merit, and all that are registered are on full scholarship. And the university only takes masters and PhDs. The graduates from this institution have the advantage that they are being taught about the Pan-Africanism, the culture in the continent and its socio-political environment, including, of course, the disciplines that are pursuing. As a council, we are delighted at its great achievement we are witnessing today, and I'm convinced that, as with their predecessors, the candidates have been well educated and effectively skilled to offer lasting solutions to the challenges facing our continent. They are now part of an important human resources necessary for growth and development of Africa. I therefore wish to salute the member states for the noble initiative of starting the Pan-African University Network for postgraduate training and research across the continent. And as a council, we commend the director of the Institute for harnessing the support from the African Development Bank to also establish the Incubation Center of Excellency, which is envisaged to become an epicenter of translating innovations into tangible products and services. Your Excellency, sir, I'm happy to note that the students from the Institute are undertaking research in new frontiers of science, such as machine learning and artificial intelligence. And they have come with innovative prototypes that could be upscaled for the benefit of the continent. This includes intelligent irrigation systems as well as mathematical modeling for better management of renal diseases and early cancer detection. These innovations are in addition to those of last year for the targeting the management of potato bacterials, wilt disease, and multi-drug resistance pathogens. Yesterday, I spent some time with a student from Mauritania who is investigating novel ways of breast cancer detection, and a Zambian student who is pursuing a revolutionary and effective way of vaccination efficacy and production, particularly looking at the effectiveness of the Johnson vaccine, COVID-19. I'm very proud of these future science and thought leaders. The innovation they have and their fellow students are working on must be fully harnessed to transform the developmental landscape of our continent. To the students, I have the following to say. As a postgraduate, you have demonstrated to the continent your commitment, creativity, and talent. You now need to succeed in your chosen career. Graduation is indeed a significant step in your academic circle, and the entire Pan-African fraternity wishes you the best on this important occasion. But graduation alone is not a success, as others have said. You know that because you have seen people who have qualifications who end up on the street for a variety of reasons. Therefore, consider the original meaning of graduation. It is not the end of your studies, but it is the commencement of your career. I therefore urge you to always embrace critical thinking, creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurial mindset. Your endeavors will make sure that the continent realizes its vision of 2063. The Pan-African University's motto is nurturing quality and exemplifying excellence. What does this mean to you now that you have graduated? I would like to say, to me, it means a lot. The key to success is the comprehension of how to manage two important variables in life, which are time and change. I know we all are, in some respects, religious people in that we do recognize the power of God and prayer. But prayer alone is not the only recipe for success. It has its place, and prayer is important for revelation. But we have to possess the understanding of how time should be utilized on a daily basis. I mean, you have to master your use of time, otherwise you will not succeed. Every successful person will tell you that there is no luxury. Learn how to account for time. If you don't plan, you won't succeed, and you will always be an item on other people's diary. This is important. Ask yourself how much time you waste in your habits that don't improve your life or the life of others. Time is so important that even when Jesus died at the age of 33, no one spoke of his untimely death. But he himself said it is finished, because he was conscious of how maximally he used his time. And for you, how are you going to use your time now that you are a graduate? For most of us, I think as Benjamin Franklin once said, most people die at the age of 25, but are not buried until 75. This means we don't always maximize the talent and gifts that we have, and it all goes to waste in the cemetery. So how much time and change are the material ingredients? It is really up to you to make sure that these valuables become part of your daily schedule. You cannot adjust to the seasons. If you cannot adjust to the season, you become a slave to that season. Rich people, remember this, rich people buy time, and poor people sell their time. The choice is yours. Will you be the seller of time, or you will be buying it? Of course, your program, you have developed lifelong and valuable friendships and networks and skills. You have also become a valued member of the vibrant Pan-African University alumni community. I urge you to continue your relationship with PAU, to which you have dedicated so much time, hard work, and energy. As a truly international research institution, the Pan-African University has a wide network of key partners, such as the African Union itself, the African Development Bank, the government of Kenya, the government of Japan, who facilitate flow of top students and eminent scholars into the programs you have gone through. Remember to be the ambassador of this institution. Your Excellency, sir, and Mr. Chancellor, as I conclude, I would like to extend my gratitude to these partners and specifically single out the significant support that is provided by the government of Kenya to the Pan-African University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation. And I will ask the audience to help me in extending our appreciation by applauding our Deputy President. Thank you. Through your support, Your Excellency, PAUSTI has constructed 2 blocks of buildings which house our laboratories and offices as well as lecture rooms. The role played by our host institution, Jkuat, is also noteworthy with respect to the providing of key staff members that provide the supportive environment for our students and ensure a successful operation of this institution. We thank you, Vice Chancellor. And as I conclude, I just want to say, remember, as you graduate today, that you have 2 choices to make: to go out there and be a complaining graduate, or one who will think, what is my purpose and how do I deploy the skills that I have to serve humanity? With this, I congratulate all the graduates of PAUSTI as well as Jkuat. I thank you very much.
The Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, the Chancellor, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Professor Joseph Mathu Dongo, Cabinet Secretary, Ministry of Education, Honorable Ezekiel Mashogu, other Cabinet Secretary who are here present, all Principal Secretaries who are present, the AU Commissioner, Education, Science, Technology, and Innovation, Professor Mohamed Belhossein, represented by the President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Kenneth Matengu, the Vice President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Amani Abdallah El-Sharif, Chancellors of other universities, the Jkuat Council, fellow Vice Chancellors who are here present, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners to Kenya, the government, the Governor, Kiambu County, and other members of Parliament who might be here present, other national and county leaders, representatives of various universities and organizations, distinguished guests, staff and students, alumni, parents and guardians, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great joy that I welcome you to this auspicious joint graduation, the 40th for Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Jkuat, and the 9th for the Pan-African Institute of Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation, PAUSTI. I am delighted that this congregation marks a return to physical graduation ceremonies after the break occasioned by COVID-19 pandemic. I take this opportunity to congratulate the 4,299 graduates who will be conferred with various degrees and diplomas. The academic milestone we celebrate today is a result of your hard work, dedication, and resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to welcome our new council and congratulate the members on their appointments. I look forward to a cordial working relationship with the council and believe that their wealth of experience in various disciplines will make invaluable contribution to the university. I also thank the outgoing council for their service to this institution. Your Excellency, Sir, Jkuat has continued to offer quality programs that give our graduates a competitive edge in the job market. In addition to complying with Commission for University Education regulations, we have made deliberate efforts to ensure that our programs are recognized by relevant professional bodies. In the College of Engineering and Technology, the degree courses in aerospace engineering, chemical engineering, and materials and metallurgical engineering, among others, were recently recognized by the Engineers Board of Kenya. In addition, Jkuat and the State Department of Shipping and Maritime Affairs are jointly developing a conversion program for electrical, mechanical, and mechatronics engineering graduates to enable them to serve as marine experts. This will address the global shortage of seafarers in the maritime sector and strengthen Kenya's capacity to exploit opportunities in the blue economy. Your Excellency, Sir, as a research and entrepreneurial university, Jkuat is currently implementing a number of multidisciplinary research projects aimed at complementing the government's efforts towards food and nutrition security. Notably, the Belgium-funded Legume project, currently in its second phase, has made commendable contributions in this respect. In the next 5 years, the project will support the training of 17 PhD and 34 MSc students in the areas of horticulture, human nutrition sciences, and food science. In addition, the project will see the introduction of climate-smart, high-yielding, and nutritious bean varieties and bean-based products. Similarly, our researchers are developing alternative flour from potato, millet, sorghum, and cassava to reduce over-reliance on maize and wheat. Another European Union-funded project on food fortification that is now in its final stage of implementation has delivered commendable results for this country. In partnership with the Ministry of Health and the Kenya Bureau of Standards, Jkuat has trained over 1,000 public health officers and millers on food fortification compliance. Further, through the project, Jkuat is now home to an accredited food analysis laboratory that can be used by both the public and private enterprises. Your Excellency, sir, Jkuat remains alive to the government's commitment in mitigating the threat of global change. In this regard, the university, in partnership with the World Bank, is offering short courses on green building technology as a way of promoting eco-friendly construction practices. Similarly, through the IMO-funded Maritime Technical Cooperation Center for Africa, Jkuat is building capacity for Africa and small island countries to reduce greenhouse gas emissions and achieve energy use efficiency. Your Excellency, sir, in line with the university's vision to be a global institution, Jkuat is working with a number of renowned universities globally to promote internationalization. In this regard, Dr. Judith Olo from the School of Law is on a 3-year exchange program at the Robert Gordon University in Scotland. Likewise, our staff from the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources are delivering virtual classes to students in Japan, while Japanese lecturers are also delivering classes to our own students here. Separately, 30 Jkuat students and alumni are now set to undergo an 11-month internship program at Arava International Center in Israel. Ladies and gentlemen, our staff, students, and alumni continue excelling in various disciplines, attracting awards and accolades. 3 students, Anne Wanjiko, David Osodo, and Patrick Kisio from the School of Computing and Information Technology bagged the first prize at the prestigious Global Hawaii ICT competition in China. Your Excellency, sir, we were the best in the world. Daniel Waruinge from School of Pharmacy won the Student Innovation Project of the Year at the annual Quality Healthcare Kenya Awards. I am equally pleased to report that our students formed the bulk of the national rollball team that won 6th Rollball World Cup at Pune, India in April 2023. I assure the students of our continued support in their various co-curricular activities. On the same note, I wish to single out Ms. Caroline Jockey Minor, who is here with us today and graduated from Jkuat with a Bachelor of Science in Human Resource Management only in June 2022. Caroline has set the standards as a young creative leader through her appointment to serve in the board of Kenya Ports Authority. Ladies and gentlemen, the success that Jkuat has consolidated so far is a result of support from various partners. While this list is not exhaustive, allow me to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Government of Kenya, the African Union, JICA, the European Union, local and international collaborators, and other stakeholders for their invaluable contribution in different ways and areas. In conclusion, I once again congratulate all the graduates. I believe that the knowledge and experience gained during your years of training has prepared you for the national, regional, and global opportunities. I urge you to remain connected to your alma mater as you present a favorable image of your university, Jkuat. Thank you, and God bless you all. I now invite the Chairman of Council to address the gathering.
The Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, the Chancellor, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Professor Joseph Madu Ndungu, the Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Education, the Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, other Cabinet Secretaries present, the Principal Secretary, State Department of Higher Education and Research, other Principal Secretaries present, the AU Commissioner, Education, Science, Technology, and Innovation, Professor Mohamed Belosin, the President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Kenneth Matengu, the Vice President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Amani Abdallah El Sharif, the Chancellors of other universities present, the University Council members present, the Vice Chancellor, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Professor Victoria Wambui Ngumi, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners to Kenya, the Governor Kiambu County, His Excellency Kimani Wamatangi, other national and county leaders present, the representatives of various universities and organizations, distinguished guests, staff and students, alumni, parents and guardians, graduates, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to join you today in this auspicious graduation ceremony bringing together Jkuat and Pan-African University Institute of Basic Science, Technology, and Innovation. It is particularly gratifying for me to address this ceremony on behalf of the newly constituted University Council, whose members are here with us. I sincerely thank the government for the opportunity to serve in this new capacity. Equally, I commend the outgoing Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology Council, led by Ambassador Mahbub Mali Mohammed, for the steadfast leadership they have accorded this great institution. I also appreciate the warm welcome accorded to the new council members by the university management. Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the last few weeks, the new council has had the opportunity to interact with the different organs and personnel of the university. During our interactions, we have come to appreciate the immense potential that Jkuat holds. These include the robust research and innovation capacity and dedicated workforce, conducive working and learning environment, and a vibrant students' body. As a council, we will leverage these attributes of the university and seek new ways to ensure Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology fulfills its mandate in training, research, and community service. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenya, and by extension the rest of the world, is experiencing economic challenges. Universities have not been spared either. We are, however, happy to note that the government is taking a number of policy actions aimed at addressing the persistent and emerging challenges facing universities. We welcome the recently introduced university funding model and hope that it will significantly address the prevailing financial constraints being experienced by our institutions. As I conclude, I congratulate the graduates on their hard-won achievement. Your training has prepared you to seize and create opportunities for your success and that of others. I urge you to remain focused, embrace personal discipline, and good citizens. Thank you, and God bless you all. I now wish to introduce the council members of the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, and I want them to stand and wave. Professor John Nderitu, Professor John Nderitu, Professor Angelina Nduku Kioko, Mr. Joel Yego, Ms. Velma Mudanyi, Mr. Frederick Ndambuki, representing the PS State Department of Higher Education and Research, Mr. Eric Korir, representing CS Treasury. I want to take this opportunity to thank the Cabinet Secretary for giving us this opportunity, and I now wish to invite him to address the congregation. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Your Excellency, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Chancellor, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Professor Joseph Ndungu, the Vice Chancellor of this great university, Victoria Wambui Ngumi, my brother, my colleague, Cabinet Secretary, Trade and Investment, Moses Kuria, and the members of Parliament present here, the President of the Pan-African University Council, Professor Kenneth Mathengu, the university professors and the management team, the representative of the governor of Kiambu County, all the leaders present here, parents and the members of the faculties, the graduates of 2023, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, first I want to take the opportunity to thank you for finding time out of your very busy schedule to grace this momentous occasion that marks a great milestone in the lives of the graduates here today. To the esteemed graduating class of 2023, our graduates from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology and the Pan-African University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation, I take this opportunity to congratulate you for the well-deserved honor. Hongera sana, sana. Take great pride in your achievement as it marks the beginning of another phase in your lives where the skills you have acquired will be put in practice. I, Your Excellency, also wish to thank the Jkuat staff members for the outstanding contribution they have made in research and in building our human resource capacity both at the local and international levels. The university has hosted Pan-African University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation since the inauguration over a decade ago. I am informed that the Institute has indeed surpassed our expectations. It has provided a much-needed platform for training human capital to support Africa's socio-economic development and to enhance our continent's global competitiveness while fostering the spirit of Pan-Africanism. Your Excellency, Sir, and the Chancellor, as a ministry, we recognize and laud this university for the engagement with the various partners to undertake research geared towards solving the challenges facing our society, including food insecurity and climate change. The ministry is committed to providing research funds, Your Excellency, as you have directed, that we increase this figure to support our universities to execute this very important mandate, because indeed that is the #1 mandate of any university. I could like to reiterate that now, more than ever before, Your Excellency, Kenya needs research-intensive universities with the capacity to conduct multi-sectorial and multi-stakeholder research. This will ensure that our universities provide timely evidence for decision-making to stimulate and sustain growth across the various sectors of the economy. Research is the right food for generation of new knowledge and innovations. I therefore challenge our university to redouble their efforts in mobilizing additional funding for research, as well as fast-tracking commercialization of the various research outputs. Your Excellency, Sir, and Chancellor, as we all know, Kenya is rolling out a competence-based education system currently in its 7th year. This is one of the key interventions aimed at enhancing the quality and the outcomes of our education system. At the very heart of the system is desire to inculcate practical academic and life skills, nurture talent, and promote holistic development of learners. The first cohort of students is set to join in institutions of higher learning in the next 6 years, that is in the year 2029. We encourage universities to align their curricula to meet the new demands of the CPC so as to facilitate a seamless progression. In the financial year 2023-2024, the government will provide the resources to the Commission for University Education, Your Excellency, to provide leadership on this transition. This will involve review of curricula as well as transformation of pedagogical and digital competencies of our learners. Your Excellency, the Ministry remains cognizant of the fact that our institutions of higher learning are operating under difficult financial circumstances. In the face of these constraints, Your Excellency, we thank you so much, and His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, because you have put in place mitigation strategies to transform the education sector and set it on the path of recovery and growth. Indeed, the massive increase in the budgetary allocation to the Ministry of Education in the financial year 2023-2024 demonstrates the government's commitment to address the issues that were pushing higher education towards the edge of collapse, which Your Excellency, I assure you that you have now made it easier for us in the Ministry of Education to operationalize and implement the new funding model as given from you and His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya. I therefore call upon our universities to embrace the robust reform agenda and to transform themselves into global centers of excellence in their niche areas. I also urge our institutions of higher learning to uphold utmost prudence in the management of scarce resources and to devise innovative strategies of augmenting their available resources. In the same vein, I wish to remind our universities to adhere to their commitments they have made in their service charters and the performance contracts so as to realize the emerging dividends. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I wish once more again to congratulate the graduates for their remarkable achievement. I trust that you will embody the values that have been instilled in you by this great university as you progress the next chapter of your lives. I encourage you to keep working hard and to remain adaptive so as to respond to the various opportunities for work and entrepreneurship in our dynamic economies, locally and within the region, and even internationally. Congratulations, the class of 2023, asanteni sana, and Your Excellency. Now, I wish to invite the Chancellor of this university, Professor Ndungu, to make his remarks and thereafter invite you. Please, Chancellor Ndungu. Welcome.
The Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Honorable Rigathi Gachagua, the Cabinet Secretary for Education, Honorable Ezekiel Machogu, other Cabinet Secretaries present, the Principal Secretary, State Department for Higher Education and Research, Dr. Beatrice Mugunda Inyagala, other Principal Secretaries, the AU Commissioner, Education, Science, Technology, and Innovation, Professor Mohamed Belhossain, the President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Kenneth Matengu, the Vice President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Amani Abdara El-Sharif, Chancellors of other universities, the Chair of the Jkuat Council and Council members, the Vice Chancellor of Jkuat, Professor Victoria Wambui Ngumi, Your Excellencies, the Ambassadors and High Commissioners to Kenya, the Kiambu Senator, Honorable Kalungo Wathangwa, other national and county leaders, representatives of various universities and organizations, distinguished guests, staff and students, alumni, parents, guardians, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I am delighted to welcome you, and especially you, Your Excellency, to this great university, to be part of this wonderful joint graduation ceremony of Jkuat and Pausti, in which 4,299 graduates will be conferred with degrees and awarded diplomas. I note with pleasure that Jkuat is holding its 40th convocation ceremony, which indeed is a major milestone in the life of the university. Equally, Pausti is today holding its 9th graduation ceremony, another illustrious achievement since the institute was established in 2012. You, the graduates, have worked very hard and overcome myriad challenges to merit conferment of degrees and award of diplomas. Your Excellency, sir, I wish to express my appreciation to the government through the Ministry of Education for the recent appointment of a new and very energetic council to steer this esteemed institution to greater heights. I congratulate each of you, the council members, on your appointment and wish you very well in performing your duties, and give you my assurance that I will be available for consultation and guidance as you may find necessary from time to time. I thank the outgoing council, whom I had the honor and opportunity to serve with. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, it is gratifying to note that as a university, we continue to enhance training and research in emerging areas such as in the blue economy, climate change mitigation, green building technologies, and aerospace engineering. In appreciation of these efforts, Jkuat was recently identified by the State Department for Shipping and Maritime Affairs to develop a conversion course for line engineering graduates into maritime experts. Jkuat researchers continue to undertake cutting-edge research aimed at addressing societal needs. A good example, and listen to this, Your Excellency, a good example is the snail research project that was recently awarded 127 million Kenya shillings by the Nature Conservation Foundation through Kelasco Worldwide Institute of Snail Breeding to support snail value chain in the country. From the project, a team of Jkuat researchers, led by Dr. Paul Kinoti, will develop a wide variety of products, including pharmaceuticals, animal feeds, human food, imagine, and cosmetic products. I applaud the team and all our other researchers for their commendable research acumen. In order to strengthen its training, research, and technology transfer capacity, Jkuat is working with a number of local and international partners in key thematic areas. A case in point is a collaboration of Jkuat's Digital Health Applied Research Center, DHAC, Foundation for Innovative New Diagnostics Fund, Presence Care, and the Ministry of Health that successfully delivered a diagnostic laboratory to Mombasa County. The facility will continue to contribute immensely to the current drive towards universal health coverage and will be instrumental in anchoring the country's disease surveillance and diagnostic services. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, another collaboration between the university and Microsoft Africa Development Center has seen Jkuat revise curricula for 2 programs, namely Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Bachelor of Science in Computer Technology. The review will ensure that our graduates are equipped with industry-relevant skills and effective players in driving the government's digitalization agenda. Under community outreach, the university has been working with a number of counties to promote technology transfer through targeted trainings. In Kiambu and Kakamega, Jkuat has trained farmers on mushroom, black soldier fly, and cricket farming, as well as value addition. This will go a long way in uplifting the economic status of the beneficiaries as they engage in entrepreneurial activities. In this regard, some of you might recall that in my inaugural speech as Chancellor, I challenged the university to intensify on research and innovations that have an impact on our people and across the borders. I am indeed delighted that the impact is there for everyone to see. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, the university prides herself of highly qualified and dedicated faculty who have continued to excel in their fields of specialization. In this regard, I wish to congratulate Dr. Engineer Hiram Derito and Engineer Gareth Kitu on their appointment by the Engineers Board of Kenya, EBK, to serve as assessors on the Washington Accord, an international standard aimed at strengthening engineering training in the world. I also commend Dr. Robert Kiplimo for having been feted by the President of the Republic of Kenya with the Order of the Grand Warrior, OGW, for his outstanding service in maritime education and technology in Kenya. In the same vein, I acknowledge Jkuat's students for their exemplary performance in various co-curricular endeavors. During the recently held Kenya National Drama and Film Festivals, our students won several trophies, while the sport teams bagged different awards in other local and international competitions. Your Excellency, here in Jkuat, we follow the adage that all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Ladies and gentlemen, the well-being of students is central to the effective functioning of any university. As you may be aware, young people, including our students, are exposed to social vices such as alcohol and drugs, which are detrimental to their physical and mental health. There is need for concerted efforts to cushion the youth from the perils of the vice, and I applaud you, Your Excellency, for the efforts you are putting in this area. To this end, I recognize the university's effort in tackling drug abuse and mental health challenges among our students through enhanced counseling and rehabilitation services. I'm also happy to note that Jkuat is working with the Juja community, county administration, and security agencies to enhance safety and security of our students and staff. This partnership has seen tremendous reduction in incidences of insecurity and improved business environment in Juja and its environs. And here, Your Excellency, we have a humble request, sir. While the efforts I have enumerated are laudable, the steady growth and development of Juja town has been attributed to the presence of this great university, which has been attributed to the presence of this great, which has been the main stimulus to a number of economic opportunities witnessed in Juja town. The flip side of this has been a resultant challenge in insecurity posed by the same growth, particularly to the university facilities, students, and staff. Jkuat is currently exposed in the midst of establishments due to the porous nature of our fence, which makes the university vulnerable to all kinds of insecurity. Through you, Your Excellency, sir, we are humbly appealing to the government to assist Jkuat to construct a perimeter fence that will not only secure the training and research facilities, but also guarantee the safety of our students, staff, and other stakeholders. Your Excellency, we shall be grateful if our desire to have a secure environment for training, research, and innovation is considered. I also note with satisfaction that the students' elections were successfully concluded in February this year, and the new team trained on leadership and student governance. I thank the outgoing student leadership for their distinguished stewardship and urge the new team to uphold the university's core values at all times. As I conclude, I again congratulate you, the graduates, on your meritorious achievement. I'm very confident that we have molded you into wholesome members of society who will make significant contribution to the well-being of humanity. I laud your parents, guardians, and sponsors for their steadfast support throughout your studies. Thank you, and God bless you. And now, Your Excellency, it gives me great pleasure to invite you to address this congregation. Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. Please be seated. Thank you. The Cabinet Secretary for Education, Ezekiel Machogu, my brother and fellow Cabinet member, Moses Kuria, the African Union Commissioner, Education, Science and Technology and Innovation, Professor Mohammed, the Chancellor, Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, Professor Joseph Ndungu, the President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Kenneth Matengu, the Vice President, Pan-African University Council, Professor Amani El-Sharif, the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Victoria Ngumi, local leaders present, the Member of Parliament for this area and our Senator, distinguished guests, graduates, parents, and guardians, good morning. God is good, and all the time. Nisaliemeni kwa haya Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Bwana Yesu asifiwe tena. Asanteni sana. Normally, I don't read speeches, I normally speak my mind. But this occasion is different because when you sit with professors and PhD holders and masters and you only have one degree, you have to be very careful. So I had to get people who are learned like these people to write for me the speech so that I don't mix myself up. If it was a normal congregation, I would just speak freely. So for today, you allow me to talk what other people have told me. I would have loved to say my own things. Lakini sasa, but now, you know, I'm thoroughly intimidated. Unajua ukweli, mimi ka degree yangu ni kamoja. Niko kama nyinyi muna graduate, sisi na nyinyi tuko pamoja. You are my guys. The ones who are graduating today, you and me, we are the same. Lakini the way the doctor said, no situation or condition is permanent. Hata sisi siku moja tutakuwa maprofesa. Kwani iko nini? Tutakuwa. We join you for this joint graduation of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology and the Pan-African University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation, in which 4,299 graduates from 28 countries will be honored. Under the theme, Leveraging Higher Education, Research and Innovation for Sustainable Development, we reflect on the role of learning institutions in contributing to research for solutions to contemporary issues. At the onset, I note that Jkuat has nurtured Pau City to a center of excellence in training and research for Africa's socio-economic transformation since establishment in 2012. At least over 1,000 students have been enrolled from 43 African Union member states, with 15% being Kenyans. We thank the African Union and the government of Japan for their generous support. Mr. Chancellor, sir, institutions of higher learning are central in development through research, technology, knowledge generation, and transfer. This university has been instrumental in research and training in priority areas such as agriculture, healthcare, engineering, ICT, entrepreneurship, and built environment. For instance, this great university pioneered tissue culture technology that has since created a multi-million banana industry in Kenya and beyond. This has transformed thousands of livelihoods through job creation and enhanced food security. This is besides food fortification technology, farm mechanization innovations, and the ongoing development of an integrated immunization data, respectively in partnership with UNICEF, among others. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as we celebrate these and other milestones, we must reflect on the emerging issues in our country and across the globe that are a threat to humanity. Kenya, like the rest of the globe, is experiencing the negative impact of climate change. Some of the notable challenges include food and water scarcity, even as aridity expands amid various adverse human activities like pollution. It is also a time that Kenya is on the race to achieving its own Vision 2030 and the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, whose deadline is also 2030. In this respect, the Ruto administration is implementing the bottom-up economic transformation agenda under various thematic pillars for improved living standards. Distinguished guests and graduates, it is in that context that we need to further evaluate the impact of the programs that our universities are offering beyond the prestigious courses. For instance, it is no secret that white-collar jobs are shrinking annually. With an employment rate of over 60%, graduates are not ripe to create jobs for themselves. Studies have shown that over 80% of retirees are back to job searching. With knowledge, but almost no experience, fresh graduates cannot favorably compete. In the meantime, we have increased intake for government-sponsored internships for first-hand skills to our graduates. Distinguished guests and graduates, this is one of the reasons that we are deploying resources to implementation of the competence-based curriculum for self-employability skills. In this regard, tertiary institutions must also adjust and adopt their model of education to not only meet the demands of the new system, but also support job creation market. Tertiary education can no longer be about graduating numbers or the prestige of their degrees, but the overall impact of their products and their students. That is why there is an urgent need to re-examine the existing syllabi to retooling and the alignment to meet today's needs. This is how Education will lay the foundation and create resilient communities in our race to attaining sustainable development. Dear graduates, the government is already preparing the ground, especially in developing the digital economy. We are laying the infrastructure. The learning institutions must provide the requisite skills for the youth to become truly global workers, even from the comfort of their villages. Technology is here to shrink the global office into our palms. We can only harness the benefits of technology if we prepare students not for passing examinations, but solving challenges for inclusive growth. This is through enhancing the capacity of the students in analytical thinking and creative skills. That is why the government recently unveiled a funding model aimed at ensuring that universities overcome the current financial challenges and become sustainable. While we commit to progressively address this matter through competition, we encourage the universities to incorporate partnership with local and international learning and research institutions. Distinguished guests, in conclusion, I wish to heartily congratulate the graduates here today. The work of changing the world has started. A lot of opportunities lie ahead. Also, challenges lie ahead. You must think without the box. Asanteni sana. Si niongeza kamoja yangu? Ama tufuate mambo ya watu ya kizungu mingi? Watu naandika kizungu mingi mzito lakini ni sawa. I want to take this opportunity, graduates, to really congratulate you on your achievement. It is not easy going through school up to university and graduating. We were there before, and for the avoidance of doubt, for those probably who think that I also did not go to school, I was at the University of Nairobi and graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science and Literature. So, hata kama ni kidogo lakini niko sawa. At least I'm able to read what has been written. I want to say it's not easy. It calls for a lot of commitment and sacrifice to go through university. There are many challenges along the way. I was even quite excited to hear that among you are many couples. That is also a challenge. Starting a family and starting at the same time is also a challenge. And we want to encourage the couples to continue living together. If you survive living here together, you can survive outside. Actually, outside you need each other much more because out there is more difficult. So I want to really congratulate you and tell you that the world ahead of you is bright. And life is not difficult. It depends on the way you look at it. Be focused, be a go-getter, decide what is it that you want and go for it. And let nobody discourage you. Don't listen to the naysayers and prophets of doom and people who are jealous of your achievements. Decide what is it you want in life and go for it. And I can tell you, the world is a nice place. It really depends on you to decide what you want to do. You can decide to waste yourself away. You can decide just to be people to follow others, just like sheep. Ukifuata wengine wanaenda huko, hata hujui wanaenda wapi, unafuata. You must decide what you want to do. There are many opportunities, and I want to encourage you to venture into business. With little savings, you start something of your own in a small way and see it grow. There is beauty in nurturing an idea and seeing it through to fruition. I don't want you to be discouraged about the world out there. There are other men and women there who have succeeded. Why not you? So graduates who are graduating today, you are going to have one degree. I have one. I'm Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Why not you? It is possible. It is doable. And I agree. No situation is permanent. Let nobody condemn you into being a non-starter because you are starting from down. Just define what you want to do and do it right. On that note, I agree, no condition is permanent. No, for a long time, our friends in the media were used to criticizing us and nobody used to question them. Now things have changed because no situation is permanent. Along the way, they have criticized the political class for so many years. And we took the criticism in stride. And we agreed that they hold us to account. They criticize us. But things have changed also. Now we are also saying somebody needs to hold the media to account for the things that they write. So welcome to the world of Moses Kiarie Kuria. Welcome. Because no situation is permanent. And I'm so happy the way the media has reacted to criticism. It's good you are feeling the way we feel. You have been hitting us left, right, and center. Nobody has ever held you to account. Now, Moses Kuria ameuliza nyinyi maswali tatu tu. You are all over, you are crying. You have seen nothing. We want to ask leaders in this country to join Moses Kuria to hold the press to account. They must be accountable for what they write and what they say. And if they write lies, they must be countered with facts. There is nobody who is immune to accountability. Everybody must be accountable for your actions. And the same way, the courts have been persuaded to gag Moses Kuria from holding the press to account. I want the same courts, when leaders go to court and ask them to restrain the media from criticizing leaders, the same courts must give same orders so that we are fair. We must have equity and fairness. What is good for Nation newspaper must be good for Moses Kuria. This is a new world. So watu ya media karibuni kwa hii Kenya mpya. Tutazoeana pole pole. Mnatugonga hapa kidogo, tunagonga nyinyi saa 8. Sasa nyinyi Kuria amegonga nyinyi kidogo, sasa na nyinyi mtugonge kesho, na sisi tugonge nyinyi kesho kutwa, siku zinaenda. And we get to learn to stay with each other. But you must now be accustomed to that new way of doing things. You have been having a few days for too long. You must take responsibility for what you write. You must be accountable for what you say. And that is a new Kenya, and it's a good Kenya. So mimi nikimalizia niseme asanteni sana. For those of you who went to the ballot and voted for President William Ruto and I want to say thank you. Asanteni sana. Tulikuwa pahali mbaya sana. Kusema ukweli tulikuwa kwa kona. Mulituokoa. Even those who did not vote for us and lost your vote to Azimio, next time vote wisely. Ningetaka kulete salamu ya kiongozi wa taifa, Rais William Ruto. Mmepokea? Our president is away in France. He has asked me to say jambo. He loves you, he cares for you. Ameniambia nimsalimie. So I want to say asanteni sana. Asanteni sana. Ati? Nini? What are they saying? Wanasema nini? Wanasema nini? Oh. Oh, mnasema mambo ya job. Hapo iko kibarua. I've told you, we want to be, I'm an honest man. I'm an honest man. I don't want to sit here and lie to you that we have jobs for you. These jobs we are going to create together with you. This is a University of Science and Technology. Our members of the National Assembly very aggressively for 2 nights passed the finance bill to create a housing fund to construct 200,000 houses every year. Among those 200,000 houses, from this university, there will be architects, there will be quantity surveyors, there will be building engineers, there will be clerk of works, there will be electricians, there will be plumbers, and you will have an opportunity to earn a living. And that is the truth. Na kibarua iko. In the housing program, this university and the graduates from here are a very big beneficiary because you are the people to design these houses. The QSs are the ones to do the bill of quantities. The engineers are the ones to do the structural drawings. The electrical engineers will do the electrical drawings. So, hapo iko kibarua. Wengine mutapanga huko mbele. Wengine mutakuja tufanye biashara. Now, I want to encourage you, please. Please. I want you to have a positive mind. I want you to have a positive mind. That your parents were not employed by anybody. Most of your parents were not employed by anybody. 70%. But through hard work, creative and innovative thinking, they have seen you through to university. It is possible that yourself, now with a degree, you are 10 times better than your parents. At least you have an analytical mind. You have the benefit of modern education. You have better communication skills. You are able to reach out and be creative and innovative. So I want you to have a positive attitude. And si mbaya uko nje sana, si mbaya. Si mbaya. There is light at the end of the tunnel. I know it would be much easier to walk into a job and start earning straight away. But life is not that simple. Life is also a little bit difficult kidogo. So I really want to encourage you, but you have the power to read and write and all that pertains to it. And that is the whole thing. That pertains to it is the whole equation. You pangapange around that area until you get a good bearing. So nimeshukuru sana. Asanteni sana. May God bless you and bless you abundantly. Asanteni.
Round of applause for His Excellency the Deputy President for his wise counsel and direction. Your Excellency, sir, may we take our seats. Your Excellency, sir, we come now to the juncture where the institutions confer the degrees to the graduates. I wish to announce now, even as the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Academic Affairs, Professor Robert Kenywa makes his way here to kickstart this process, when we kick off to award the Jkuat doctorates and the PhD doctorates, all graduates will be requested to hold a little bit on the left as the group photos will proceed as follows. The Jkuat doctorates will take a photo with His Excellency, the Deputy President. After, they will proceed to take their seats. Then we'll proceed to have the doctorates from the Pan-Africa University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology, and Innovation, PhD. At this juncture, may I please invite Professor Robert Kenywa, DVC Academic Affairs.
Your Excellency, sir, and Mr. Chancellor, sir, our friends, graduates, and guests can follow us on our social media pages on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter at Discover JKU Art. May I now call upon the deans and directors of the respective schools and institutes to present graduates for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy degrees of the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Graduates, please stand up when your name is called and remain standing until the degree is conferred. Once the degree is conferred, please wear your cap and move the tassel to the left-hand side.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 25 graduates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Business and Entrepreneurship. Doctor of Philosophy in Business Administration, Mwangi Joseph Kimani. Mutie Juliet Mwende. Rubanda Emaboles. Omete Francis Ikabel. Waga Cynthia Stella. Mwendwa Anton Muluyungi. Mugenda Nebat Gallo. Otoka Benjamin Elijah. Doctor of Philosophy in Finance, Shikumo David Haritone. Koech Devina Chepleting. Chumba Janet Atieno. Muli Bernard Mulako. Boyanet Roba Adan Abdi. Doctor of Philosophy in Accounting, Etengu Robert Oguti. Doctor of Philosophy in Project Management, Mbogo Elizabeth Wanjiru. Muluka Kelvin Ogonchi. Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management, Otato Nicholas Ohuru. Doctor of Philosophy in Supply Chain Management, Njagi Eunice Gitiri. Kimwaki Benedict Mutinda. Matunga Dennis Ateto. Mogaka Conald Ochego. Nyile Elastas Kiswili. Kituku James Mutinda. Doctor of Philosophy in Leadership and Governance, Okwisa Cornel Mogaka. Odur William Odhiambo. Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management, Tendu Bedan Kimieria. Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management, Ndwati Dasarus Nyoike.
Mr. Excellency, sir, I have the honor to present the following 4 graduates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Communication and Development Studies. Doctor of Philosophy in Mass Communication, Kahiga Nahomi Warigia. LCJ Uda Abdelrahman. Mararo Francis Maina. Doctor of Philosophy in Development Studies, Thiongo David Mugo.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 4 graduates who, during the 2022-2023 academic year, satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Public Health. Doctor of Philosophy in Public Health, Choge Milka Cherotich, Simba Milka Atieno. Doctor of Philosophy in Epidemiology, Muiti Peter Kirimi, Admaitha Godfrey Motisia.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 2 graduates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Mathematics and Physical Sciences. Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Mathematics, Wajiru Wilson Kamami. Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Statistics, Mukwana Moses Kololi.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 2 graduates who during the 2020 award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School Kingo James Monyao. Doctor of Philosophy in Genetics, Omire Agnes Awol.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 1 graduates who during the 2022-23 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Computing and Information Technology. Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science, B. George Kiprotich.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 1 graduate who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Biosystems and Environmental Engineering. Doctor of Philosophy in Environmental Engineering and Management, Otieno Austin Owore.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following one graduate who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Electrical, Electronic, and Information Engineering. Doctor of Philosophy in Telecommunication Engineering, Oteri Malak Omai.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following two graduates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Mechanical, Manufacturing and Materials Engineering. Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, Nyira Zeimana Gaudens. Doctor of Philosophy in Mechatronic Engineering, Gituku Esther Wangui.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following two graduates who during the 2022-23 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. Doctor of Philosophy in Horticulture, Abdallah Bahati. Doctor of Philosophy in Plant Health Science and Management, Amis Jamis Gonsalves.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following one graduate who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the School of Food and Nutrition Sciences. Bijiwe Jane Gatwiri.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following one graduate who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Institute Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Institute of Energy and Environmental Technology. Doctor of Philosophy in Occupational Safety and Health, Onyango Daniel Omondi.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following one graduate who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Institute Board of Examiners and the Senate for award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in the Institute for Biotechnology Research. Doctor of Philosophy in Biotechnology, ODEF Margaret Akumu.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon you to confer the graduates with Doctor of Philosophy degrees of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology.
Yesterday we agreed on something, and I'm not seeing it. Now I see it. So I admit the persons named to the respective Doctor of Philosophy degrees, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to these degrees. Hongera sana.
May I now request all the Jkuat PhD graduates to come forward for a photo session with our chief guest and the Chancellor. Yes, yes. Your Excellency, sir, and Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon the Director, Pan-African University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation to present the graduates for the conferment of the joint Doctor of Philosophy degrees of the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology and Pan-African University.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I have the honor to present the following 21 graduates who during the 2022-2023 academic year satisfied the Institute Board of Examiners and the Senate for award of joint Doctor of Philosophy degrees of the Pan-African University and the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics Computational Option, Itua Code Joevel, Mwaklama Elias Peter, Eric Mwaka Nyariki, Aptam Ayu Engida, James Mwaki Kiko, Christopher Finance, Chop Kwale Peshen. Doctor of Philosophy in Mathematics Statistics Option, Azuma Karim, Mutua Kilai, Abdusalam Hassan Muse, Melkam Mola Ferede. Adam Priam Master, Alexis Abinesa. Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, Telecommunication Option, Philson Rukerandanga. Doctor of Philosophy in Civil Engineering, Structural Option, Simail R. Hassan Abdul Motab. Oeva Rain Kate, Daudi Sales Agostino, Tarek Abdallah. Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular Biology and Biotechnology, Hamed Abi Abdile, Mwasu Isifu, Eunice Machuka.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I now call upon you to confer the graduates with the joint Doctor of Philosophy degrees of the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology and the Pan-African University.
I admit the persons named to the respective joint Doctor of Philosophy degrees of Pan-African University Institute for Basic Sciences, Technology and Innovation, and Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to these degrees. My congratulations.